Alright, so I'm back, and today we're going to take a look at the TFC Exgraver figure. This is first in my little marathon to re-review these guys before, hopefully I'll be able to get some more Devastators. I'm planning on doing a massive Devastator war at the end of by the end of the year. With the, well, now that Toy World's announced that they're doing one too, I'm like, I don't know what to do. Because Toy World's really good at making these figures, their figures, look like they're not combiners and then make them a coherent combiner. So, but anyway, I'm gonna relook at these guys. I reviewed them before, but like I've said a couple times, you know, when I reviewed them, I was going straight to the war in between them and the Make Toys Giant. So now I'm gonna give them their own review. And I don't remember what score I gave them back then, but it's like, you know, I could go look it up again, but you know, with modern day Transformers, I'm going to be reviewing them in that kind of field. So yeah. So here he is in his bot mode. He comes with the instructions, of course. Not that you need them with these particular figures. He's got the two guns. One's purple, and then the other one's red. He's got 5mm ports all over the place, so you can plug them into his forearms, backs of the shoulders, which these are actually screw holes, but they double as 5mm ports. You can plug them in back there. You can kind of swivel them down so they're kind of out of the way. Let's see. Looks like we got some on the treads. Yeah, you can kind of get creative with them if you want to. So yeah, there's that. He also has the big crane on the back, which is, it doesn't fold up very well. So like when it's on the back, it kind of works like a third leg almost, and just kind of sits there. It's okay, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. You can kind of pull it up, but that makes him incredibly back heavy. Oh, look, he still stands. You can do that. But they also designed it. So he's got this really large port here. And you can take that on this arm, because this is way too big for the 5mm ports. As you can see. You can't do it that way either. But you can take this and plug it in to his forearm, which is stupid. I don't like it. I'll never like that look. I mean, that's a Hasbro. I have nowhere else to place this part look. His hips are a little squirrely. He's got this little backpack here. It's not terrible by any means, but this piece right here has parts for him to go into other modes, which is really unfortunate. I think. Maybe you can leave it there. Well, we'll see. So setting that all off to the side. Now we just got the figure. No ankle tilts, which is a little unfortunate. So he's got to kind of stand straight up and down. But he looks all right. He definitely has that Scavenger feel, while being a little bit modernized. The green is that bright green, which is pretty nice. It's got a nice dark purple, and this is all like that gunmetal grayish, almost black. Yeah, he looks all right. You know, if this was a toy coming out today, I'd probably give it a little bit more shit, but it still looks better than anything Hasbro's putting out these days. Head is on a ball joint, looks left, right, up, down. All that good stuff. Shoulders go up and down. There is a swivel here. I had two of these, but I sold the one with the Reaper labels. Hopefully I was supposed to get the Hasbro Devastator, but I had to spend the money for the other things. There's a hinge right here for the arm. Bicep swivel. Bends at the elbow. It gets a little bit more than there, just a tiny bit. hand rotates around. Waist rotates. Due to the transformation, he's got kind of a backwards ab crunch. Hips are on loose ball joints, and they're cut at the top for transformation. So that's where I say it's a little squirrely, because with that cut, it doesn't hold the best. And that's a little unfortunate. Thigh swivel, bends at the knee, goes all the way back. And then the foot has a little bit of a pivot, and it's conjoined, so it kind of rotates back and forth. So yeah, there you go. Which just give me an idea here. I had to grab another figure. I'm going to add a couple new figures to my scale comparison for permanent use. To transform him, what you want to do is pull this piece up, like so. Kind of get that out of the way. Rotate the shoulders up like this. And then this piece will come down and lock these shoulder pieces together, just like that. Then you want to rotate the forearm here around like so, and then you rotate the hand around like so. And then this will come up, and there's a tab right here, slot right there, and that will tab into place, just like so. Do the same thing on this side. Rotate, tab in. Then this piece here will fold down. And then you want to pull these pieces here out, right? Yeah. Like so. Like that. Then you take this piece here, rotate it around, close up the feet, pull this down, and then there's a peg right there that'll peg into this little, or a hole there that'll peg into this peg right here. Peg that in, peg that in, there's that, and then you take the arm piece here, and that plugs in right there, and then you can take this piece here, and put it where it makes the most sense, which is right there, and that makes it half the parts form. You can put it back here if you want, but that looks a little goofy. Now, the issue I have with this as is one, that big port on the top, and the fact that it's a parts forming piece to make it look more realistic. Well, you don't have to, but you also have the visible hands right here, so that's kind of lame. This is an older figure, so just trying to see if it's still relevant today. You can plug the guns into the top. I really don't like this port. It serves no purpose. I almost kind of want it just not to be there. It gives you both visible hands, but at least this thing's not there. This thing is just kind of ridiculous looking. Same with scrappers. And then you take the hand here, and it kind of plugs in underneath here. And you just kind of have to try and get it under the head a little bit. There we go. So you can kind of plug it in there and fold it up. And that works all right. It's not great, but at least it gives you an option to store the hand. So, and in this mode, he does have these little wheels here, which is appreciated. Wish these legs would lock in a little bit better, because they're kind of flimsy. This will rotate side to side, but as you rotate it, as you can see, it pulls itself out. This part moves. This part moves. And then the scoop moves. So yeah, it's got a pretty good range of motion. It's not terrible. Not exciting. But being as this is one of those first third-party combiners that we got, yeah, at the time, I'm sure it was very exciting. It's lost a little bit of its charm, though, in comparison to some newer things coming out. Or that are out, like the Warbitron sets. So you pull these feet out, like so. Pull these in. Pull these out. Rotate, rotate, and rotate, rotate. There you go. There he is back in his robot mode. And he looks good in robot mode. I will say, although I don't have the Hasbro Devastators, I do think he does look better. I do wish they would have given Devastator just a big gun. I know the Rage of Hercules kit did that, but I wish these guys would come with more G1 accurate actual guns, because some of them look pretty ridiculous. This one actually looks alright. So for size comparison, here he is with the Legends class figure. And I think if that was a cassette, it would be just a little too big, but for the most part, I think that works. Here he is with Starscream, my broken Starscream. Trying to get new ones in soon, but you see this wouldn't work. My opinion, this doesn't work. Here he is with Optimus Prime. This actually works a little bit better as if you just think of truck kind of thing, and it also depends on the size, the type of crane, because you know there's 1,000 different types of crane or construction cranes like this out there that are different sizes and stuff. Here he is with my new figure for scale comparison, the Stunticon Off-Road. And this actually works pretty decently. I think because Devastator always ended up being bigger than Minosaur. So I think this kind of works. I think it kind of works. And here he is with Apollyon. And that not quite so much. It's not terrible, but it's not the greatest. Definitely this works better in the larger classics format. I don't have like an Orion or something like that to show them off against. But if you get larger classics, I think this will work the best if you're going for the bot mode. For regular classics, like with the Starscream, doesn't work at all. And MP, you can almost say that works, but you can definitely tell there's a whole huge difference in aesthetics here. So, but there you go. There is Exgraver, also known as Scavenger. I think for a rating, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. You know, when this first came out, I probably would have given it closer to like 8 or 9. But now, in comparison to what we're getting, I know that's not fair, but, you know, some people are still saying that this is a relevant set. So that's one of the main reasons why I want to review it again. Because I did determine that this is a better one than Giant. But yeah, 6 out of 10. It's good. It's not great. But if you're looking for a good Scavenger for your shelf, you know, this might you know, hold you over for a little bit. So So yeah, there you go. We'll come back tomorrow with another TFC figure.